Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel there, and on the Odyssey app. Leroy, we're very excited today.
Yeah.
Look who decided to show up. Hello, Robbie.
Hello, guys.
How are you?
Good. Doing all right. Good to see you guys again.
It is great to see you. We saw you at the Super Bowl party.
Yep.
You're a changed man. You're a changed man. Something happened with his camera, Jay. I don't know what went on there. Did he get signed out? I think he got signed out. What happened? Your computer signed out there for a second? Hey, log in over here, Jay Fig. But we saw you at the Super Bowl party, and you're a changed man. No Crocs.
No Crocs. I'm retired.
I don't understand what happened. How did you go from a no Croc man? Like, this used to be your go-to footwear.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the first ballot Crocs Hall of Fame. I had a huge ceremony and everything. But no, I just the new job I was at, it just required me more mobility, more shoes, and lifting stuff and moving stuff around. And it kept being a drag.
Big fan of Marcos or mobile.
Yeah,
mobile.
more mobile, like Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
Dade South.
What's that?
Has anybody tried pronouncing the Dolphins' new safety's name yet?
Oh, I heard it. He's not a UFC fighter, so Tobin's going to struggle with this one.
Oh, man. I saw it. Hold on one second. Let me see.
Not enough vowels.
Let me see if I get this.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't sign him based off of that, if I'm being honest.
Well, here, he was banged up, but not like serious injuries.
Ifatu Melifonwu. I think I got it.
Yeah, that sounds
good.
I think I got it. Robbie, did I get that right?
I think
I got that
close
right.
enough.
Syracuse.
Enough for me.
Tap in for par.
He had a couple of sacks against Baker Mayfield in the playoffs.
Well, he's a good player. He was just hurt last year.
Yep.
And so I don't have as much of a problem with that, because understand, you need good safety play, but all secondary play is a result of how well you rush the passer. I don't care how good your secondary is. If you're not getting pressure on the quarterback, they can't cover for that long. They just can't. Look at the Super Bowl.
It was a bloodbath.
Right.
It was a bloodbath. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, choose one with 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory, like the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. And remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. We're going to get to Robbie's draft room in a bit, but
I tell you what, if Robbie, you my guy, but if you even mention this team signing anything other than a big one, then we're gonna have words.
It has to be offensive line.
Has to be offensive line. And Leroy and Robbie wanted Penei Sewell the year that they took Waddle. He yelled on our draft stream.
Yes.
About not having the
I don't know if I can say what I said on the draft stream.
I mean, you can say it. You're not running the dump button, so nobody.
We're all doing this draft show, right? And we're talking about who they're gonna get, and they draft Jalen Waddle, and then they go around and say, "What do you think?" And all of a sudden, Robbie just chimes in like Leroy Jenkins. Nobody had the balls to draft Penei Sewell.
Jeez.
He came in off the top rope.
He turned out to be right.
I wasn't in the original because it was a limit on how many people you were allowed to have on that broadcast. So I was like signed into just during that point. I wasn't on the broadcast originally. And as soon as I came in, I was just like holding it in. And as soon as I came in, you didn't have the balls to take Penei Sewell.
Right.
But tell us what you got going on. So you got something cool coming up. You look like you're ready for an adventure.
Yes. In fact, 2 days from now, this Thursday night, I will be embarking on a week-long journey, walking from Miami all the way to Key West, to the southernmost point. I got to touch the thimble before the walk is complete. And doing this all for charity. And I'm going to be doing a YouTube stream along the way, streaming every mile. I don't want anybody to think I'm cheating.
I understand.
Yeah, so I got wherever we stop.
Who got in trouble for that? Was it Johnny Manziel's wife? I feel like she got in trouble for cheating a marathon.
How do you cheat a marathon?
I think her tracker went to like a record. I think she broke the world record for a marathon distance, and everybody was like, "That's fishy." Mm-hmm. They're like, "Who broke it? Johnny Manziel's wife."
Please.
You know what they say: when you cheat the game. Only when you cheat is cheating yourself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
So how long does
she ain't built like a distance runner?
We have no idea what she's built like.
No, that
Leroy.
Wait,
no.
What was that?
No.
What was that?
She's not big.
I don't know what she is.
But you know what a distance runner looks like.
Yes, for sure.
She does not look like a distance runner.
What are you benefiting here? What are you doing this for?
It is for an autism facility to help, from birth all the way to adulthood and into beyond, for them to take care of people with autism. And
That's badass,
I have family members affected by that, and so I'm doing it for that.
What? So how did you link up with? Who are you doing this with?
This charity, how I'm doing this with it. Yeah, my brother's is one of the facilities. And
yeah,
so I was doing it for him.
Very cool
for their facility. But yeah.
So how long does this walk take? This takes a week.
It's gonna take a solid week.
Wow.
The way I have it timed out, Thursday night, leave, and then hopefully get to Key West.
Wait, why are you walking at night?
Well, just the first night, because I didn't have that day off from work, so
still got a job.
Yeah,
the work.
So I want to start the walk. The first night's gonna be a shorter night, but then hopefully I time it to get to 1 week from Thursday noon. Why noon? Why you got to get to noon at Key West? Because 15 minutes later, March Madness starts, and no one's gonna be no one's gonna be watching the stream once March Madness starts.
It's amazing because I could just picture Robbie going down to Key West, looking at his watch, going, "I got to pick up the pace. I got to pick up the pace.
I'm gonna miss Pepperdine."
So you're walking by yourself, or is there other people walking?
Well, I mean, people are welcome to come. There is somebody, at least for the first part, who's going to be walking with me. I didn't think anybody was going to do it. I just picked up somebody to walk with along the way for the first couple of days, but I don't know how long he's going to make it. He hasn't been training or walking or doing anything.
Wait, you trained for this?
Well, I mean, I've just been walking. I hasn't been training for this, but I've just been walking.
Did you get new shoes for it, or the ones? These are the ones broken in, ready for it.
Yeah.
Are you wearing Crocs on sport mode?
No,
Crocs are dead.
I'm retired.
The Crocs are dead.
Look, we saw this at the Super Bowl. The man was taking laps.
He was.
Oh yeah, I had to, after the throwdown of food at Leroy's house. I had to do laps around the pool.
That was some good food over there. It really was.
Good.
Okay, JV, could you throw up the graphic again? This has a QR code. People can donate to this.
Yep, that's the QR code. You could scan there and you could donate to the cause, and you could watch the whole stream. I need subscribers at Robbie Walks to Key West. That's the YouTube channel.
Yep, Robbie Walks to Key West.
That's the YouTube channel. Subscribe to that, and then we'll.
Where's this picture taken?
Oh, that was on the bridge.
What bridge?
It was on
Bridge on the Keys, 7 Mile Bridge.
No, that was not on the 7 Mile. That was probably on the Key Biscayne Bridge where I took the picture.
I was about to say that looks like Key Biscayne.
I was giving away secrets there, but it caught me.
All right, so cool.
I got some questions about this journey.
Oh, everybody does.
You're camping like in the middle of the night. You're just like, all right.
Yeah, hotels. What are you doing?
Yeah,
hotels. What are you doing? Tent.
Working the phones, but believe it or not, I looked this up.
Working the phones.
It is illegal to just set up a tent anywhere in the Keys. You can only do that on the designated camping grounds. Oh, I looked this up.
What?
Really? So you thought about tent?
Yeah, I did.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
Wait.
Whoa.
The critters.
So you just gonna walk in South Florida and you think when you get tired, I'm just gonna make a tent and take a nap?
Well, there's one rule in this journey. I am not allowed to hop in anything that has an engine or anything that has tires. That's illegal.
Ooh.
Now, somebody is allowed to bring me supplies. If you should it be in peril, somebody's allowed to drive and bring me supplies. That is allowed. But other than that, no vehicular assistance is allowed. Wow. So
that's like the Dolphins.
Remain in your vehicle.
That's how Leroy was going to act if the new Dolphins lineman showed up in the scooter. Vehicular assistance.
Robbie, let me ask you this. What are your feelings on the last 3 years have been plagued by injuries?
Mm-hmm.
And the Dolphins signed 2 guys that are injury prone.
That's the Greer special. I heard you guys talking about it. He loves glass.
Loves it.
I remember being here 4 years ago talking with Joe Rose and how much, and I was like, oh, Greer loves glass.
What is a glass craftsman? What is that known as? Somebody who makes glass crafts.
A blowsman.
No.
That can't be what that is.
It's like that kid. Robbie's like,
Is that not right?
A blowsman.
Yeah.
Okay, Robbie, where are you pooping, dude? Come on.
Well, that's just where the God lies.
Okay, so
I can't control that.
Are you bringing toilet paper with you, or are you just?
I gotta tell you. I mean, in order for that to happen, you would have to eat like food but you're just gonna be like,
yeah,
snacking.
I'm gonna have a lot of jerky.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring a lot of snacks along the journey. We will. I mean,
lightweight too. You don't want to have like too much in that backpack.
No, this, and it's this backpack.
That's it.
It's gonna be filled with water. It's gonna have this thing
has water.
Wow. So are you doing like one shirt, dude?
Well, I have multiple. I'll have multiple shirts. I'll have multiple shirts.
So wait, is that the only backpack?
That's what that is the only backpack.
Did you see that on camera? Did you guys get a good look at that?
Yes,
Show
but
that again.
Just in comparison to like that is a little bit bigger than your head. Like that is not a big bag.
Also, where does the tent go?
No tents allowed.
No, no, it's illegal.
What are you going to listen to on the way down? Music?
Tobin and Leroy. We're available on all platforms.
well, I'm going to be doing a YouTube stream, so I'm going to be doing a lot of talking the whole time.
Oh, you're doing it on your phone.
I am doing it on my phone, and this thing right here, this thing is my solar battery. This is how I can, that's how I'm going to keep my phone on battery while I'm doing the stream.
I love that.
And
not for nothing, Robbie. You've taken a lot of liberties to success with this, right?
I like it.
Like,
good. Thought out.
A person who walks 155 miles is not gonna be able to fit enough fluids in a backpack.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
No, I won't. No, I'm gonna be surprised if that's enough water.
This is a squirter thing right here.
You're gonna suck all that in the first night.
Well, then I'll have to.
You can stop at a gas. He's nothing against going to the gas station.
You're just gonna get
right out
road
of the hose.
water.
I just get somebody give me a refill.
Some road water.
Dude, I'm just saying.
I can't wait.
Robbie, I can't wait for you to do this.
What's the YouTube channel again?
Robbie Walks to Key West.
Robbie Walks to Key West.
I need subscribers, and I can't go live yet. I need more subscribers.
So here's. I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Because, like, you're following in the footsteps of a Tobin success rate here. And that is you have made a bunch of assumptions of how it's gonna be without realizing 155-mile walk is it a long way. So what are you gonna walk? 20 miles a day?
It averages to about 20-something miles a day. There's some days where I'm gonna do 30, and there's some days where I'm gonna do like 10.
Someday he may want to stop and fish,
The last day has to be short.
Fish.
What is he gonna fish?
Oh yeah, I gotta feed Robbie's Marina where you feed the fish. You could get that's my name on.
That's a great place for breakfast too.
Okay, but hold on though. But if you're doing marathon after marathon after essentially a marathon.
It's walking though.
Yeah.
You walked 10, 15 miles before.
For sure. Like you do Disney, you do Universal, you do a lot of but then the next day
you're exhausted.
Exactly.
Right.
He's got to do it again the next day.
Like
there's some days that are short, but then there are some days that are gonna be long. And
so, but here's
you're open to piggyback rides.
So. Where
we want to know.
Where are you resting?
Training.
Well, that you gotta you just see.
Well done. That's what I'm saying. You're figuring out a lot of stuff on the road.
That's a lot of it's touch and feel because you can't really book a place to stay and then you're like it's 11 o'clock at night, you still got 10 miles to go, you're not going to make it. So and I can't have vehicular assistance, so a lot of it is kind of
I don't like the way you say vehicular assistance.
I don't like it either.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get more into this, and then Robbie, you give us some draft guys that we gotta look out for the Miami Dolphins. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. WQM invites you to experience every upset, buzzer beater, and every heart stop at Monad Odyssey's Buckets and Bets, March 20th to the 23rd. It's presented by Hard Rock Bet. We're transforming Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood into the ultimate college basketball tip-off weekend. Immerse yourself with massive LED screens, beers with your crew, and real-time betting action. VIP tickets and packages are available at Ticketmaster.com. Get all the info at WQM.com. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. You must be 21 or over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. Sponsored by Gunther Mazda. For car buying done your way, you've got to get to Gunther Mazda. What were you showing up screen there, Marcos? What was that?
I got my donation receipt from the South Florida Autism Charter School, which is a link that Robbie had provided on the photo. Once you donate, you get a nice little cute receipt like this.
Boom.
And we are almost at our goal, baby.
We got Robbie the Degenerate in studio, although he's now Robbie the Charitable, who is he's doing great work.
But we still got a couple of
There's more holes in my story than Swiss
Yeah,
cheese.
we got a couple of things to hash out because
we'll get to those. But
Okay.
I want to bring Robbie in because Robbie is he loves draft season.
we miss our draft.
We miss him for draft season. So I want you guys to do a couple things for me. And we need to get Robbie up to 50 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Robbie Walks to Key West. That's the handle. Robbie Walks to Key West. I got that right?
That is correct.
Robbie Walks to Key West. If you are on YouTube right now and you're watching us, all right, go to that channel, give it a quick subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. We want to do this so Robbie's walk can be streamed live. We only need about like 20 more of them. So if you guys could really make the move there, go to Robbie Walks to Key West so he can show off live, so he can raise this money. Give me the autism school again, Robbie.
Yeah, South Florida Autism Charter School.
There you go. So if we can raise money for that, Robbie can stream that live. Please go to that now. Make a move for us there, guys. It takes one click, and all you got to do is Robbie Walks to Key West.
You're at 36.
Boom. Keep
Look at that,
you guys
baby.
can keep
Let's
humming there to get us there. We need to
All
get there
right,
before
36.
you.
That was quick.
All right, Robbie, you are a draft guru.
Mhm.
You said the Dolphins didn't have the balls
Yeah.
to draft Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
As goes the tradition of Robbie's draft room. Give me 2 studs and 2 busts. I'm going to give you the lot of the draft. So you go however you want. I don't care if it's Cam Ward. I don't care if it's you give me guys. You either you want the Dolphins or NFL. You tell me the way you want to go.
Well, I mean, it stands out offensive line for the Dolphins. That's like primo number one for the Dolphins. And I really like this guy. He lit up the combine. Now, I am a sucker for the combine. Armand Membu.
Oh, the guy who's screaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4'9", 140. Hit a huge broad jump. This guy, the real 332, 6'4". This guy's a real deal. I feel like this guy would be the guy the Dolphins should take if he's there at 13, which he might be. I mean, there's a couple other offensive linemen ahead of him, projected to be ahead of him. One of them I don't really like so much. I'll get to that later. Yeah, he got him, and then I also like Kelvin Banks Jr. The tackle from Texas. Now, didn't run as good of a 40, but it's offensive lineman. Okay, it doesn't matter. Solid, 6'5", 33.5 inch arms. 350 pounds, which could be a little bit bigger, but still solid broad jump. I like Banks will go higher than Membu, but I think I like Membu better than Banks. But I still like both of those guys.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was worried about Membu because I was like, oh no, because I saw that Kuiper had him going to the Dolphins, and I was like, then he lit up the combine. I was like, oh no, he's gonna go up the draft too much. But I like the guy who screams because Leroy, that would be perfect for the Dolphins if they could get a guy like I don't love going guard at 13. But if you're solidified there now, donezo. Even with old Scooter coming in on the other side.
I think the problem with this team and this organization over the past few years is you can't figure out what the plan is. And when you ask questions about the plan, the reply is, we know more than you. And last year, while getting laughed at, the offensive line struggled. And we see what success is in NFL. Like, there's very few anomalies in how football is successful. And the one thing you can't get away from is good, solid play on the offensive line and the defensive line makes all of your other pieces better. It doesn't work the other way. You can't have Hall of Famers at wide receiver and have an average quarterback and think you're going to get Hall of Fame production out of your quarterback.
That's why you need a blacksmith.
But
I learned, by the way, what a glass crafter is. A glass blower.
Okay.
You literally said that. No one.
Well, I didn't know if that was true, JP. I thought you were just throwing it out there.
I am someone who used to be an art student.
Oh my gosh, she took.
You didn't say it like that though. You kind of sounded like you're throwing it out there, Jennifer.
Jennifer, you've pretty much said you've done everything.
I have. I've had a long life.
What?
Long life.
Really? The other name, a glazier.
Yes.
What do you mean you don't like that one?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
A glazier. But
like
that
mine
person
better.
installs glass and metal framing, cut into framing. So I don't think that's the same
That's
as
like the guy who does impact windows.
Right.
That's not the guy who's whittling glass and doing stuff like that.
Like a blowsman.
Okay, so
No.
you got Membu, you got Banks.
Now the
Those
down.
are your studs.
Now
Your busts.
all right. Will Campbell. I just can't get past
LSU.
LSU. I just can't get past the small arms. I mean, look, he's gonna be the top, maybe the first offensive lineman taken. I feel like the short arms. He had a pretty good combine, but
is he a guard or a tackle?
He is a tackle.
See,
yeah,
you can get away with that at guard.
6'6".
Well, I mean,
what's his
how
span?
short? Wait, question.
You got the Tyler Hero. Those
6'6".
Yeah.
How short can his arms be?
Look, that matters. That matters. Look, I'm not saying he's gonna be a bad player overall. I just think for the first tackle in the draft, I think that the guy, I think got to be perfect. You got to be perfect, not at least close to perfect. The short arms, you can't have that glaring a deficiency being the first tackle in the draft.
Right.
32.58-inch arms. Oh, I guess that's bad.
32.
The other two guys were over 33. The other two guys.
Okay, so we're gonna not draft the guy for an inch?
Yeah, I'm just saying
hand size. Kenny Pickett, baby hands.
No. But arms.
Al Pacino said it best. Yeah, all the inches.
So 30. He has 32, and the other guys have 33
and a half. It makes a difference.
He's 32 and a half, 33. So we're basically not going to draft the guy because of this much.
Yeah,
for example,
that's the difference between a sack.
Patrick Paul's.
Now, if you can move your feet and stay in front of a guy.
Patrick Paul's arm length is 36.
Jeez,
Ooh. You ready for the biggest dud?
Yes.
Yeah. This is hands down to me the biggest story of the combine. Ashton Genty, running back from Boise State.
Whoa.
Why? What? We want to know why? He didn't do anything at the combine. This reeks of Najee Harris all over again.
Oh my God.
He has something. Why isn't he going out there running a 40? Seems like he has something to hide. I mean, you're playing at Boise State. The competition somewhat. He did have a good playoff game against Penn State. He had that nice long run. But Ashton Genty, I want to see what he could do. On the stage, on the big stage with competition, equal competition, and he flat out no-showed. To me, screams of Najee Harris. And so I'm staying away. And he's supposed to be the top running back, top 10 pick on a running back. I would have liked to have seen him showing up in the combine.
What do you think of Cam Ward? What do you think? Stud? Bust?
I think Cam Ward is not going to be able to get away with a lot of the razzle dazzle he did, and
the laissez-faire.
The laissez-faire.
The walking and all. So my only difference between Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders maybe only, and I'm going to say this because I've seen more of Cam Ward. I've seen Cam Ward make on-time throws. I don't know if I've seen Shedeur do it as much. And so that's why I would go Cam over Shedeur. Now, what everybody is saying is that if there were 3 other quarterbacks, that these guys wouldn't be first rounders. Would you be a little reluctant to draft them in the top 5 if you feel that way coming out? Because there have been drafts before where
the Kenny Pickett draft,
when people have moved up to get one of the top prospects in this draft, but they may not have a grade that warrants that top pick.
Yeah, if you don't feel like you should that you should take if you don't like the quarterback grade, just draft it for need. No, I think you should pass.
But here's the deal, Robbie. You name a fan base that if you went to them and said, I realize we need a quarterback, but these aren't the guys that graded out where we're picking, they're going to lose it.
But look what we've had with the Dolphins. We have 2 straight cycle of dooms with Ryan Tannehill and Tua back to back. Are you still having that?
Tua's not a cycle of doom.
Well,
he's not at this point.
We're still in it.
At this point in his career, he's had more success than Ryan Tannehill.
He's had more success, but the durability has definitely brought us to the cycle of doom.
I'm taking
the cycle is the cycle. Wait, until they win the playoff game.
December
the cycle
30th, 2000.
I'm not talking about health on this team. We love the health issues.
No, you can't do that.
But again, once we sign Tua, my whole issue with the whole thing is I'm not taking a guy that high that I have injury questions about. I can't do it.
But his injury questions are part of cycle of doom. The cycle of doom does not get to have caveats of, oh, well, he's had nice years. If he has nice years and then he's injured because he gets head injuries all the time, that just adds to cycle of doom, because the part of the cycle is you have to go up at part of the cycle to be let down at the bottom of the cycle.
What?
Yeah.
Cycle of doom.
What?
You have to go have your heights and your hopes built up at top of the cycle to go to the bottom of the cycle. That is the cycle of doom.
It's taken like 9 years.
Take it 25.
Too much.
What do you mean, dude?
What?
I don't know. Am I crazy?
No, that's not it's not a flat line.
That
It's
makes
a full circle. There's those highs, like the Adam Gase first year, 11-5, yeah.
Jay 200 yards.
Ah. And then you fall back down.
Man Campbell.
Back-to-back games beating teams by 30
the
points.
Wildcat.
Oh yeah.
And then Pat White comes and cycle of doom.
Where's Pat White? Pat White
cycle of
might be sitting somewhere sucking on his thumb.
I feel like the last time I heard of Pat White, wasn't he doing something with West Virginia? Felt like he was one of those guys who returned to school to do things
like a De'Ara King,
something like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Because I got to tell you, I think I've been hit hard. That hit
Coaching QBs
at West Virginia.
Under his former coach, Rich Rodriguez.
Oh, Rich, he's back at West Virginia. Rich Rod's back at West Virginia.
How about that?
There it goes.
I gotta keep up on Pat White.
Yeah. He is a assistant quarterback and assistant to the head coach.
We got Robbie the Degenerate in here, a beloved friend of the show. He's got a great cause going on. He's going to start walking to Key West on Thursday
night.
Thursday night. He's going to start walking to Key West.
This bar is in Miami.
It is in Miami.
No one finds the link. By the way,
it's called the Bright Side.
How far are you planning on getting the first night?
First night's only going to be about a 5-hour walk, but around midnight. I'm actually staying at my boss's house. That first night, it's going to be awkward.
I like it.
And then and then after
awkward?
that, yeah.
You won't care about awkward, dude.
No.
If you walk in 5 hours,
he's going to hope that he already ate so he can jump into the refrigerator.
So he lives in South Miami.
He lives south. He lives close.
Like on Morada?
No, he doesn't live in the Keys.
No.
Yeah. No,
he lives to the Keys 2 days.
Homestead.
No, yeah. The second,
any part of the Keys.
The second day ends at Florida City, and then the third day is when I go from Florida City and I cross into Key Largo.
Gotcha. Here's the graphic up there for everybody. You guys can scan that QR code. JFig, you put this on your Instagram.
I'm putting all the links on my story also, just in case. And don't forget.
What's your handle, JFig?
Just JFig.
Just JFig. Go check that out there. I'll put it on mine as well. Brennan_Tobin. We need to get subscribers to Robbie's YouTube. Robbie walks to Key West as he is going out here and supporting the South Florida Autism Charter School. Check that on out. Donation link is right there as well on the QR code if you guys could go there. We'll take a break. Before we take a break, Leroy, you do have to tell the people what we got coming up at Live. But before that, the damage is done, my friend, is coming on up. But tell people what we got coming over at Live, Leroy.
Oh, it's back. It's back. We like to party. We like to golf. This is the best place in the world to golf this time of year. And Live Golf is coming back to Miami. It's being held at Trump National Doral, April 4th through the 6th. And because it's the Blue Monster, they're going big. Come join me in watching some of the giants of the game in John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, and last week's winner, Sergio Garcia. They've got huge DJ sets, epic street food, and ska punk legend Sublime headlining. Grab your tickets now at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.